Right, so I'm bringing you the latest update from IRCC. It's the category-based selection changes. So they have taken out the transport occupations and they have introduced the education occupation. So in my personal opinion, it's huge and they have made several changes to the other categories as well. So without wasting any time, let's go and see the details. So let me share my screen and show you the details. Right, so this is the exocentric category-based selection, and if you scroll down, you'll be able to see the categories. So the notable difference is we see education occupation, so which we will investigate in detail in few minutes. And then if you note here, they have taken out the transport occupation. So the transport occupation is no longer, it's a category-based selection. So therefore we can safely assume that the transport occupations, there will be no specific draw, right? But now they have kept science, that means the STEM category, and they have kept the agriculture category, and then the health, French, and the education occupations are the latest one. Right, so if you take the French category, we don't see any difference because like they have kept the French category as is. And then when it comes to the healthcare occupations, you can see now earlier we used to have 35 occupations. Now it's 37. So they have added certain occupations and unfortunately they have removed certain occupations. So removed occupations will no longer be in the high demand list or the category based selection. So therefore it's quite unfortunate for people who have already gained experience on those occupations because they will no longer will have a competitive advantage when comparing with other occupations. So the notable inclusions are, if you see, the animal health technologists and veterinary technicians are added. Earlier this was not there. And then we can see when it comes to the dental hygienist and dental therapist, right? So then the usual suspects are there. Then if you see the notable one, like 33109, the other assisting, 33109, the other assisting occupations in health, they have taken that out. So it's quite unfortunate. But it is what it is. We have to live with it. We have to find another path. This one, unfortunately, will no longer be in the higher priority category. So you will still be eligible under Canadian experience class, but you will not be eligible under health draw. Right, so if you go to the science and technology, engineering and math occupation stream, STEM stream, you can see they have made several changes and the majority of the changes are from the information technology based ones. So they have taken out certain occupations out from the STEM system. So they have predominantly focused on engineers. Like the only information technology based, I would say, is the cybersecurity specialist. So they have taken out the business system specialist and several other IT related occupations. And the notable inclusion is, if you see here, they have added insurance agents and brokers. So if you are an insurance agent or a broker, this is your golden chance because like the earlier we did not have any priority in terms of for the insurance workers, but if you're insurance agent or a broker right now, you will be in STEM category. So we have to wait and see whether they will have the draw because like it's very clear. IRCC has given instructions previously. If you see here, 2025-27 plan, immigration level plan, they have provided instructions stating that in 2025, the priority occupations, right? So it's right here, right? So they are mentioned in 2025, priority occupations include healthcare occupations, trade occupations, French language proficiency. So this still remains the same, but from the mere fact that IRCC has not taken out the agriculture and the STEM category totally out, so that means we still have a hope on those grounds. So if you come back here, whatever the occupations are that is included in the STEM category, we do have a reasonable chance. So the notable inclusion is the insurance agents and brokers. And if you go to the second page, we have mechanical engineers. So if you scroll up and go to the trade occupations, you can clearly see that they have increased, they have widened the scope in terms of the trade category because earlier we used to have only 10 occupations. Now we have 25 occupations. Look at this, right? So the roofers and the floor covering installers and then the water well drillers, and the electrical mechanics. And if you go to the other page, cabinet makers, bricklayers, then the industrial electricians are also included. Earlier, we used to only have this 72200. Now they have included 72201 as well. So the usual suspects are there, like the carpenters, electricians, welders, plumbers. On top of that, they have widened the scope. And if you go to the other page, you will see cooks. So the cooks are also included in the trade category. So if you're a cook, then it's a great chance, because earlier the trade category was limited to trade occupations. So all of a sudden we see cooks and construction estimators as well. So it's a great chance if you are looking into getting your PR. Then if you're a cook, then this might be your chance. And one occupation that I bring to your notice is, which has a very wide scope, is this other technical trade and related occupation. So quickly, let me show you this particular NOC, because in my personal opinion, this has a very wide scope, because if we go to the examples here, right? So like everybody is included: locksmith, the blacksmith, and then if you scroll down right to the bottom, toolsmith. So the scope of this particular NOC is very wide, right? So if you are looking into getting into one of these occupations, then this might be your opportunity. So trade occupations, if somebody remember the current score for trade is, like, if you the latest draw which happened like the couple of months ago, it's clearly evident that it was 433, right? So now with the increased number of occupations, then the competition will be high. So we have to wait and see whether the score is going to go up or whether it's going to come down. By the look of things, it has to go up, because there will be more competition. But we have to wait and see. If they invite more people, then we will see the scores coming down as well. So we'll be fingers crossed on trade category. So when it comes to the other category of agriculture, they have taken everybody out. They have only kept butchers, retail, and wholesale. So only the 63201. So if you're a butcher and if you are planning to get your PR, then this is your opportunity, because if there is a draw, then only you are included in this particular draw. So the fact that they have not taken this out means at some point they are contemplating of having a draw. That's why it's there. Otherwise, they could have easily taken this out, and the agriculture stream as well. So the mere fact of not taking this out give a glimmer of hope if you are a butcher. So the most exciting one that as far as I'm concerned, is the education occupation. So they have introduced 5 brand new NOCs. Earlier, there were no category for education occupations. Right now, they have introduced 5. So let's evaluate these in details. The first one is elementary and secondary school teachers and assistants. So it's a great opportunity. And remember, the requirement is you only need to have 6 months in past 3 years. And for people like who's outside Canada, can also apply, because it's clearly mentioned here, in Canada or abroad. So that's a great opportunity. If you're an early childhood educator, if you're a teacher, and like whether it's elementary, whether it's secondary school, you have a great chance under this. Again, we have to wait and see how the scores will behave, because we have no history and we don't have it's very difficult to predict, because like a lot of people were targeting the other occupations like the trade, health, agriculture, STEM. Now all of a sudden the educators are also in place. So then if you have an opportunity and demonstrate that you have worked in these occupations for 6 months, you have a great chance. So the most important one, as far as I'm concerned, was the early childhood educators and assistants. So remember, they were confined into YNP, British Columbia. They have childcare program, but all in all, they were limited to provincial nomination. So right now, we are going to see a federal level recognition for early childhood educators and assistants. So it's, in my opinion, it's a very, very good call, because they deserve it. They do the needful to our kids. So then including them, because there is right now, it's a high demand for the qualified early childhood educators. So it's not a bad stream at all. So if you're an early childhood educator, then you might get your PR based on this program. So those are the changes that the IRCC has made. So on the category base, I would recommend you take some time, probably maybe on the weekend, just go one by one and evaluate your prospects and see, because like it's not difficult to become a bricklayer. It's not difficult to become a locksmith. I know it's a technical trade, but you can learn those. Like it's like with minimum amount of time, minimum amount of education, there are some occupations that you can learn fresh and perform. The cabinet makers, bricklayers, the in terms of cooks and the insurance brokers and agents, like if you're already in the trade, this is your golden opportunity. And for the early childhood educators and the other teachers like elementary and secondary, you are also included. So let's hope for the best. Let's hope that the IRCC will have continuous draws, so then we will see the real rewards of these programs. So until we see you again, goodbye and stay tuned.